Hello, Leo. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. How you doing, Leo? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Happy birthday, friends. How is Leo season going for you? Look, everything's happening in Leo season. What the hell? Right? We've got so many, we got Mercury retrograding in your sign right now until the 11th. And the Lionsgate portal is open. And we just are still in this energy of the Aquarius full moon, releasing things and emotions and expect the unexpected, and holy hell, right? Woo, okay. Anyways, I wouldn't expect any less from your season, Leo. All right, so we've got the moonology, and because there's all kinds of planetary things going on, plus a full moon that we're trying to release our energy from here, I thought we would start here. Thank you so much for showing up here, Leo. I appreciate you. If you're brand new, welcome. If you keep coming back, I appreciate you so much. And if you're interested in a private reading at the end of this reel, I will tell you about how to find the private reads and how to find the extended if you're interested in that. Tell me about Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, okay, well, that one went back in. Tell me about Leo. We've got, it's time to take action. What are you taking action on? What are you not telling me here? We have new moon in Aries. Well, of course, we're not in an Aries moon. We're in a full moon, and it's Aquarius. But this Aquarius moon is trying to get everybody in touch with their feelings, releasing things that don't belong, and possibly releasing emotion. Let's talk about this deck here. Tell me about Leo. Tell me about Leo. So time to take action. If you've been waiting for a sign, Leo, it's time for you to take action on that thing that's been in your head. You've been holding back, my friend. Time to take action. We've got time to go. Right? And so it's time to go. Look, this person, they're like fading away as they run for the door. It's like the old cycle is done. The wormhole is imploding on itself. It's closing a door here, and it's time for you to go. Card number 45, it's time for you to get out of your hermit energy where you're being really hard on yourself. Hermit energy, right? 45 is a 9. 9 is the hermit in the major arcana of tarot. Maybe you're a Leo Virgo cusp, you could be, but time to go tells me running for the door. It's time for the new cycle, and it's time to go. It's time to take action here. We've got the yin. We'll talk about that in a minute. I pulled out the surrender deck because we're in a full moon, and I thought it might be good to talk about things that you may want to just give back to the universe, something you may want to surrender or get rid of here. Do you do your own rituals under the full moon? You can get something that is fire retardant. This is an abalone shell that I have here, but you could do it in the backyard, in the fire pit, or someplace that's safe. You write things down on paper, Leo, things that you want to let go of. Maybe it's I'm seeing the 5 of Wands, so it's indecision, maybe something that you've been trying to move forward on, but you're not really sure if it's going to work out for you. Tell me about Leo. What is the surrender? Surrender to your fear of intimacy, Leo. And so intimacy is different than sex, right? Intimacy is more about the under the blanket, eating popcorn, watching a movie, holding hands, and head on the shoulder kind of energy. This is more intimate. This is not what goes on in the bedroom, but all the stuff that leads up to that. And so it does say, you are ready to let love in, compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. I think that all of this is telling me to tell you that it's time. It's time for you to finally open your heart to that one special person. And maybe you felt like you weren't ready. I feel like maybe you need to release some energetic or emotional things under this full moon, and maybe you will be ready. We've got You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo. I really feel like I'm talking to a Virgo Leo cusp, possibly. Somebody who has a lot of Virgo energy. Maybe you have a Virgo placement, but I feel like this energy of Virgo, they're really hard on themselves, and that's why they are perfectionists. That's why they're really good at what they do. They're the subject matter expert, like they're the smartest one in the room. Well, maybe not the smartest one, but one of the smartest ones in the room, but they are the observer. And so they're really hard on themselves, and so they hold everyone else up to their standard, I would say, but they're also the ones who are really beautiful and kind and in service. And that sort of sounds like maybe somebody here is trying to find the balance between both of those things, not being a pushover, but not necessarily being so hard on myself that I can't open my heart to love. We have the yin. So card number 2, that's the number of the high priestess in tarot. And we've got the yin, which is the feminine energy. You've heard of the yin and the yang, right? This is the feminine energy. Someone's pulling you in. So I feel like you could be the yin that's pulling someone in, but you could be the masculine who feels a pull from someone here. You feel like someone is pulling you in. We've got the violet energy, which is third eye energy. We've got the pink energy, which is the crown chakra energy. It feels like you might be dreaming about them. You might have gone through an awakening, and now your eyes are open to what you didn't see before. We're looking at pink and purple here as well. We've got surrender, worry. It says make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body, focus on the power of your heart, and have faith that spirit is guiding you always. Well, your motor is always running really high, Leo. Right? Whether you're entertaining somebody and making them giggle or purring, right? Your motor's always running high. But I feel like you're supposed to surrender to worry. Things are going to work out like they should, and to sort of accept whatever the outcome is and try not to control the outcome, which I know is really hard for a leadership sort of sign. Tell me about Leo, the birthday babies. Tell me about Leo, sun, moon, rising, Venus and Jupiter. Did you tell me when your birthday was? I think only a few of you did, because Leo, you're not really chitty chatty in the comments. So thank you for those of you who have let me know when your birthday is. All right, we're talking to you. August Leos, July Leos have already passed. I mean, tell me if I missed it, but let's find out what's going on for you, Leo. Tell me more about Leo, sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right, we've got the Empress in the distance. The bottom of the deck is the future energy for me. And we do have it's time to take action. We have the 5 of Pentacles. So you've been on the outside looking in for a little while. And I think that what you want to do is build some sort of foundation. Or maybe you already do have a foundation with the Empress, possibly. Maybe you know them, maybe they're a friend, maybe they're a friend of a friend, maybe they're in your network or your community, or maybe you work with them. So it feels like they're already in your wheelhouse somewhere for some of you. It feels like you have been maybe not talking to this person, maybe you just don't see them outside of work if they are in the workplace, but it's time to take action on the 5 of Pentacles. No more being left out in the cold here. It's time to go. It's time to go, time to get out of your hermit energy and start building that foundation if you haven't built it yet. Surrendering your fear to intimacy. There we go. You got to detach from this fear of this intimacy. So I feel like you have this fear of attaching to someone. And that's what intimacy does. It puts you in this place of, I feel like it's almost like an uncomfortable place of, but what if they start to depend on me? And what if I let them down? And it feels like this intimacy is, but what if I get too close and then they break my heart? It feels like somebody here is trying to release. We got the full moon, right? Over the head. And so somebody under this Aquarius full moon here is trying to release all of that, trying to release their fear of intimacy. I feel like you are dealing with an Empress. That is the yin, by the way. And you could be the yin, but I feel like I am talking to a masculine for some reason. But, you know, the Empress is feminine or masculine, so take it as it resonates for you. Make sure you always bring your discernment here, right? Never give your power over to a tarot reader. But the Empress is Taurus and Libra, and Taurus, earth energy, is feminine, and Libra, air energy, is masculine. So it could be either one of those. Tell me about the 5 of Pentacles, please. And it's time to take action. It's time to bring yourself out of the cold, my friend. Stop begging for it and just go get it. We've got the 8 of Swords. We've got the King of Swords. You could have an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini placement. Maybe you're up in your head about what to do. You are someone who is stoic. I am dealing with the stoic here. So it feels like you are somebody who keeps your thoughts to yourself. You're not a person who speaks a lot. You're not a person who is a chatty Cathy. You're a person who feels things very deeply, incredibly deeply, but you also keep them in the mind. You hold your tongue. You don't really say things. And if you do, people usually listen. That's what it feels like your energy or your personality type is. That you're not a person who is, I mean, you're a person who can light up a whole room because you are the entertainer, all the world's a stage, but you are also a person who could be the observer. Also, someone who's probably super honest and truthful. So sometimes the stuff that comes out of your mouth can really hurt or sting. I feel like you are in this energy of maybe you have softened that part of you just a little bit, because the King of Swords and the King of Cups being here gives, like, the water to me softens the King of Swords just a little bit. I feel like you're up in your head about what you should do and how you should take action, but we'll talk about that later. Feels like you've been overthinking it, that you've been worried that possibly someone doesn't have the same feelings for you as you have for them. Tell me about this Three of Pentacles and time to go. It's time to go build that foundation somewhere, or pick up where you left off for some of you. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Swords. We've got the Lovers, and we've got the Four of Wands. But I broke that person's heart. Will they take me back? That's what it feels like. So there's somebody here that I feel you feel very deeply for. But I feel that when we are feeling very deeply for someone, it's really easy to hurt them deeply as well. So I feel like there is someone here, my friend, that you have built a foundation with. And whenever I see Pentacles up against Wands, to me, it is we were playing house or we were in a situationship. So friends with benefits kind of energy. I feel like you want to stabilize that now. It feels like you have some really deep feelings that you want to explore. And maybe before, maybe we just got to the Three Pentacles, you know? Maybe we just built the foundation and then the intimacy freaked you out, so you were out. Could be that. It feels like this Four of Wands tells me that you really do want to stabilize things, that you really do feel like somebody here is your person or your soul person. And I feel like you broke that person's heart, or there is disappointment here on their side, that they're disappointed. Eight of Cups here, you're really trying to detach from the sphere of intimacy. And I think that's the biggest hardship for you here, is trying to detach from the sphere of intimacy. I think that you probably deal with a lot of things in fire, that you're the leadership King of Wands energy. You're leading in fire, pursuing all of the time. That's why I think I'm speaking to someone who possibly is a masculine energy, because we've got three kings here, right? The only one we're not seeing here at this time is the King of Pentacles. And so it feels like you aren't yet ready to settle down, or you weren't ready to settle down. But the fact that we don't see the King of Pentacles tells me that maybe you're still not ready to settle down. The King of Wands always gets what they want. This is someone who is always going to find the energy to go get it. They're just going to pursue it until they get what they want. But the Ten of Swords here tells me that possibly in the past you might have betrayed somebody, and now you're not sure. Is there still connection here? The Six of Cups tells me that I think that there is, because I feel like there's been a connection. I feel like you two have had lifetimes together, is what it feels like. But it feels like memory. It's in my memory, and I remember how I betrayed this person or hurt them. And it feels like the King of Wands is now at this precipice again of maybe I should just detach from the whole thing and keep moving. But I feel like the emotions that are here, the deep emotions, the memories of the past, I feel like it's too hard for you to let go of, is what it feels like. I can't let go of it. What we're going to do is we're going to put down 3 cards here, and those 3 cards are going to be the advice going into the extended. If you're interested in the extended, then please look in the pinned comment. The pinned comment will show you the link for the membership area. That's where all of the extendeds for all of the different signs are, if you're interested in that. Or you can just purchase this one outright if you're interested in doing that. And all of that information is in the pinned comment at the top of the comments, first pinned one under the video itself. And so if you're interested in a private reading, there are sales, and those sales are really on the live readings. I'm doing live readings over the phone, over video. You can do them in text if you like to, but we are talking on the phone, and it's been so much fun. So anywhere between 5 and 75% off of those live readings, but I'm caught up on the private reads right now for the pre-recorded ones. So if you're interested in a pre-recorded reading, you can get a pretty decent turnaround time on that. All right, let's get 3 cards down, find out what's going on going into the extended. What's the advice? We are going to talk about the Chariot. I feel like you're ready to go get your person. That's what it looks like to me. I feel like your person already knows. Just a heads up for you, Leo. I feel like you're dealing with a psychic princess here, is what it feels like. So the King of Cups is there. The Queen of Cups is here, masculine and feminine, right? People who are mirroring each other. Then we have the High Priestess energy. Ye are a witch. I feel like somebody here really is, maybe you're connecting to this person in maybe you're both empaths possibly, or maybe one of you is psychic, one of you is an empath. It feels like there is a connection energetically, emotionally. There's a connection here that you can't deny. 6 of Cups is here. You want stability here, but it feels like you're hesitating because you don't know if after hurting someone they're going to take you back. Please flip it if this isn't your reading the other way around, but that's the way I'm feeling it. That's the way I'm reading it. Bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Cups. I think that's what you want. I think you've now made the decision that you shouldn't have left there, but I think that things all happen the way they're supposed to, right? So the 10 of Cups, Libra energy here. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be reaching out to someone here. So we do have the Page of Wands. We have the Justice card. There you are, the Emperor. And we did see the Empress already, right? So I feel like there are 2 people on the same vibration. The 3 of Cups is here. I feel like you do want the reconciliation here. I think you're going to reach out and try and get some balance to see if we can restore things or you can make things right. And then possibly right off into the sunset with this 10 of Cups. Try and make some happiness out of it. I'm going to go into the extended. If you'd like to be there, please follow those instructions. I would love to see you there, but if I don't, that's okay. If this is where we part, that's cool. And I will see you next time, Leo. Thank you so much for all the ways that you love this channel. I appreciate you. I'm going to go for now. You guys take care, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Bye.